Hello, this is my channel Weaving Weird Studio and my name is Sig. Welcome to part 8 of my How to Crochet series. In this video I will be teaching you how to decrease and invisible decrease. If you find value in this video, please help us grow by clicking the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to tap the notification bell for instant access to my newest content. Alright, let's get started. Okay, welcome back. So what I've done is I've already started with the single crochet and got my little swatch going. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is a slip stitch decrease, because that's going to be done at the beginning of a new row, and then also a short row decrease because that will be done or accomplished at the end of the row. So I'm going to turn my work, and the slip stitch decrease is simply a slip stitch into that first stitch. And then because I want to continue down this row with a single crochet, I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to continue to do my single crochets. And then as we get closer to the end of the row, I'm going to start thinking about the short row decrease. And the short row decrease is sort of the same idea, but in reverse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right up to that last stitch because I only want a single stitch for the decrease. And instead of doing my single crochet into the last single crochet stitch, which would be this one right here, I am just simply going to skip that. I'm going to single crochet and then turn my work. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a standard decrease with the single crochet. So to single crochet a standard decrease, I'm going to get us started by just putting a single crochet into the first stitch, and then I want to decrease these next two stitches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hook through my stitch, yarn over, pull that yarn through, and then I'm going to put my hook into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull my yarn all the way through. And that gives me a single crochet decrease. Again, I'm going to put my hook through my stitch, yarn over, and pull through. So I have 2 loops on my hook. And I'm going to put my hook through again, yarn over, and pull through. Now I have 3 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to pull that all the way through. And that gives me my regular single crochet decrease. Now I'm just going to go back here a little bit. I'm going to show you how to do an invisible single crochet decrease, right? So it's going to be an invisible decrease for a single crochet stitch. I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to put it through the front loop of the next stitch. I'm going to wrap my hook around and then put it through the front loop of the second stitch. Yarn over, I'm going to pull that yarn through both of those front loops together. Yarn over as I would do with a regular single crochet, and I'm going to make that single crochet. I'll show you again for the invisible decrease of a single crochet. Put my hook through the first front loop of the next stitch, and then through the next front loop of the next stitch. Yarn over, pull that through both those loops, yarn over again, and then pull that through to make another single crochet. And then I will continue. So now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to do it with a half double crochet. Okay, so being a half double crochet, I'm going to chain 2. Let me turn my work, and then my half double crochet is a yarn over, hook through the stitch, yarn over again. I'm going to pull through, and then a yarn over, and I pull it through that yarn through all those stitches to give me a half double crochet. So in order to do a half double crochet decrease, I'm going to yarn over, put my hook through the first stitch and pull up a loop, and then I'm going to yarn over and put my hook through the next stitch and do another yarn over and pull that loop through. So I should have 5 loops on my chain, on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull my yarn through all 5 loops, and that will give me a half double crochet decrease. So do it again. I'm going to do a yarn over, put my hook into the next stitch, pull that through, yarn over, put my hook in through the following stitch, and pull that one through. So I have 5 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull it all the way through. And that gives me my half double crochet decrease. Now for my half double crochet invisible decrease, I'm going to yarn over, put my hook into the front loop of that first stitch, wrap my hook around and put it through the front loop of the second stitch, yarn over and pull that all the way through like so. So now I have three stitches or 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and I'm going to pull that all the way through, and that will give me my half double crochet invisible decrease. So I'll show you again. Yarn over, put my hook through that first loop, wrap it around and put my hook through the second loop, yarn over and pull that yarn through those 2 loops. I have 3 loops on the hook, a yarn over, and then pull that all the way through. And for the half double crochet invisible decrease. And I'm going to show you one more thing. We're going to do this all with a double crochet to kind of help give you some perspective. So I have my 2 chains. I'm going to give myself a 3rd chain for that turning chain for the double crochet. And so this, just to recap, this would be your double crochet, correct? So in order to do a standard decrease double crochet, I'm going to put yarn over my hook. I'm going to put my hook through the first stitch. I'm going to yarn over and draw that loop through. Then I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull that yarn through the first 2 stitches, kind of like how you would start a regular double crochet, but you're not going to follow through just yet. But what you are going to do is do a yarn over the hook again. Put that hook into your next stitch, yarn over and pull that through. So now you have 4 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull that loop through the first 2 loops. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull that hook through all 3 of the following loops to give me my double crochet decrease stitch. Now do that again to show you how that one works. I'm going to yarn over into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 stitch loops, yarn over, put my hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull that yarn through, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and then pull through the next 3 loops. And that gives me my double crochet decrease. And then we'll do one more. I will show you how to do the double crochet invisible decrease. Okay. So again, I'm going to do a yarn over and I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to put it through that first front loop. I'm going to wrap my hook around into the second front loop. I'm going to wrap, or I'm going to do a yarn over and I'm going to pull that yarn through those two first front loops. That will give me 3 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull that through the 2 loops, and then I'm going to do the yarn over and pull that through the other 2 loops. And that gives me the invisible decrease for a double crochet. Now I'll show you how to do that again. So yarn over, hook through the first front loop, wrap that around and the hook through the second front loop, yarn over, pull that yarn through those first 2 loops. So now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and then pull through the next 2 loops. Okay, now with the invisible, just a quick little note. So with the invisible decrease on the double crochets, it kind of leaves you open, right? It kind of gives you these open holes. And that is typically seen in certain design elements. So when I'm doing a piece, I much prefer to do a standard double crochet decrease. I just think it makes a tighter fabric, and I like that a lot better. However, if I am doing a single crochet decrease or a half double crochet decrease, I much prefer to use the invisible decrease technique on those, because that that particular technique for the single crochet and the half double crochet actually makes a tighter fabric than just the standard double, or than just the standard decrease approach. Okay, well, that about ends that for the day. I hope that was helpful. You have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And until we meet again, stay crafty. Bye-bye now.